You said something last time that stayed with me. You said evil doesn't erase our worth, that we're still valuable, even when we're broken.
Yes.
But if that's true, then why does God talk so seriously about sin? Why does it sound like something he hates? Sometimes it feels like God is gentle with people, but harsh with sin. And I don't really understand the difference.
That's an honest confusion.
Because when people talk about sin, it feels heavy. Like a list of forbidden things. Like a courtroom. Like guilt. Like shame. And sometimes it makes God feel distant. Like he's watching for mistakes instead of listening to hearts.
That's how many people experience it.
But if God is love, why would he hate anything at all?
That question goes deeper than rules.
I want to understand what sin actually is. Not the religious version, not the scary version, the real one.
Then let's slow down. Let me ask you something first. When you see someone you love destroying themselves, what do you feel?
Helpless, angry, sad. Sometimes all at once.
Do you hate the person?
No, of course not.
But do you hate what's hurting them?
Yes, very much.
That's a small window into how God sees sin.
So sin isn't just breaking rules.
No, rules are only the surface.
Then what is it really?
At its core, sin is whatever separates us from love, truth, and life.
That sounds abstract.
Let me make it more human. Sin is what bends love into selfishness, what bends freedom into control, what bends desire into addiction, what bends fear into cruelty, what bends protection into domination. It's not just actions, it's direction.
Direction toward what?
Away from God and away from who we were meant to be.
So sin isn't just something bad I do. It's something that slowly shapes me.
Yes,
That's uncomfortable.
growth usually is.
But why does God hate it so much? If he understands us, if he knows we're broken, why not be more patient with sin?
He is patient with people. He is not patient with what destroys them,
That still feels intense.
because the damage is real. Imagine a beautiful instrument, a violin. It was designed to create music. But if you bend the strings, crack the wood, and fill it with dust, it still exists, but it can no longer sing the way it was meant to.
So sin damages the instrument.
Yes, not just behavior, identity, clarity, connection.
But sometimes sin doesn't look destructive. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it feels powerful. Sometimes it feels like survival.
That's one of its greatest deceptions.
How so?
Poison rarely announces itself as poison. It disguises itself as relief, as control, as pleasure, as safety.
So that's why people repeat the same mistakes even when they know better.
Yes, sin often promises freedom, but slowly builds chains.
That's scary.
Truth often is before it becomes healing.
But why does God care so much about what people do in private? Why does it matter what I think? What I want? What I hide?
Because private roots grow public fruit. What you water inside eventually shapes the world around you. A bitter heart leaks bitterness. A fearful heart spreads fear. A proud heart breaks trust.
So sin doesn't stay small.
Never.
Then why did God allow humans to have this capacity at all? Why give freedom if it could create so much damage?
Because love without freedom is not love. It's programming.
So sin is the cost of real choice.
Yes, but not the purpose of it.
Sometimes I feel guilty even when I don't understand why. Like something inside me knows I missed the mark, even if no one saw it.
That awareness is part of being human. It's like an inner compass, not to shame you, but to guide you back.
But people use guilt to control others.
Humans often misuse what was meant to heal.
So does God want us to feel guilty?
He wants us to feel honest. Guilt says, I made a mistake. Shame says, I am a mistake. God never speaks in shame.
That's a big difference.
It changes everything.
So if sin is separation, then what does God really want?
Restoration, connection, healing, return,
Not punishment?
correction sometimes, consequences often. But the goal is always life.
Then why does the Bible sometimes sound so severe?
Because sickness is severe, because lies are dangerous, because love protects what matters.
So God's anger isn't rage, it's protection.
Yes, like a parent pulling a child away from fire.
That makes sin feel less like a rule problem and more like a relationship problem.
That's exactly what it is.
So every time we choose sin, we're choosing distance.
Yes, distance from truth, distance from love, distance from ourselves.
Then why do people defend their sins so strongly?
Because letting go feels like losing control, and control feels like safety, even when it isn't.
So sin feels safer than trust.
Often,
That explains a lot about people, about me. But here's what still confuses me.
go on.
If God hates sin because it destroys us, why doesn't he just remove it completely right now?
Because removing sin by force would also remove freedom by force.
And love can't exist without freedom.
Exactly.
So we're living in a tension between who we are and who we were meant to be.
Yes,
So sin explains why the world feels broken, why people hurt each other, why I hurt myself sometimes without meaning to.
it explains the wound, not the whole story.
Then what's the hope?
Healing is possible, change is possible, grace is real, but healing takes time, truth, and trust.
So God doesn't hate me when I fail.
No, he hates what harms you.
That makes him feel closer, not farther.
That's how love works.
I think I understand sin better now. Not as a monster, but as a distortion.
A good word.
But it raises another question in me.
I expected that.
If God is real, if he's close, if he cares, then why can't we see him?
That's a deep question. Let's talk about it next time.